Hello. The second component of a grid photovoltaic system is a charge controller. Actually, charge controller is very important device, and the charge controller will control the discharging and charging process of battery. A charge controller is used to regulate the flow of current from the photovoltaic array or panel into the battery bank, and from the battery bank to the various electrical load. So we see here that we have the photovoltaic panel, and we have the DC loads, and we have battery here. Okay, so now there is current between the photovoltaic panel and the battery to charge the battery, and there is current between, okay, we know that the photovoltaic panel and the load, and there is current flow between the battery and the loads. So we need something to control this process, charging, discharging the battery, and the current to regulate or organize current flow between battery and load. So we need something. We need like a switch to open and close to control these processes. So charge controller is this device, this equipment that control all these processes. So okay, so it's actually charge controller prevent overcharging when the solar electricity supply exceeds demand, and over discharging. So the charge controller will prevent over discharging when demand exceeds supply. So the main two tasks of the charge controller: the first one, prevention of battery overcharging and prevention of excess discharging. Okay, so overcharging is avoided by disconnecting the photovoltaic input whenever the battery voltage reaches an upper set point. So actually it's normal around 14 volt for 12 volt batteries. So if to avoid overcharging for the battery over here, for example, if it's full, I have to stop charging process. If I keep charging process and I keep charging the battery more than 14 volt, that will damage the battery, so I have to replace the battery and I have to pay money. So to avoid that, I have to use the charge controller, which is, in this case, the charge controller is gonna like open this switch, so charging process will be stopped, and excess discharge is prevented by disconnecting the load. To disconnect the load by open this switch, or giving a warning by light or sound whenever the voltage falls to a lower set point. Normally it's about 11 volt for 12 volt batteries. So to avoid excess discharge, I have to open this switch. Actually, the charge controller will, by using the charge controller, I will disconnect the load from the battery to avoid excess discharge, which if I keep this excess discharge, that will damage the battery. So this is why charge controller is very, very important in solar power systems, because will organize and regulate current flow between photovoltaic array or panel, between the photovoltaic array and the battery, and between the battery and the load. Thank you.